Hey everyone, it's Brandy and welcome back to my channel. Today I am coming to you with a TBR video. So in my wrap up I mentioned that I had missed doing TBR videos, and I believe earlier this year or maybe about halfway through the year I said I was going to stop doing TBRs at least for the rest of the year. But honestly, I still make TBRs for myself. Usually I keep them inside of my journal. If you guys see this at the end of every month or at the beginning of the next month, I usually, sorry, got pages falling out of my journal. Anyway, I usually have like a set of books that I put down for myself that I want to read, and I go by this. So I figured since I still make TBRs for my, technical difficulties this morning. Anyway, I figured since I still make TBRs for myself anyway, I would just go ahead and film this month's TBR. Since we're already a little bit over a week into the month, I do have some books that were on my TBR that I have already finished, so I will quickly go through those. The first one was The Learning Hours by Sarah Nay, and this was the third book in the How to Date a Douchebag series, and I listened to this one on audio. And the next one that I finished was Fairy Tale Christmas by Mary DeStefano. Then the next one was Accidental Daddy by R.R. Banks. Excuse the title. And then the last one that was on my TBR that I have already finished was Hooking Up by Helena Hunting. And I believe 3 out of the 4 of those books I do already have reviews up for those. So the link to my blog is actually down in the description if you guys want to go to my blog and check out those reviews. So the next book that's on my TBR that I will be starting today is Emergence by S.G.D. Singh. I got this book for review from the author. And the next book that I will be reading is Wicked Torture by Jay Kenner, and this is another book that I received for review. Next book that I have on my TBR is Bountiful by Serena Bowen, and I believe this one is the 4th book in the True North series. Next book that's on my TBR and the last book that I actually have for review for the month is In the Midst of Winter by Isabel Allende. I think I heard someone saying the author's name like that. I received this one from A Tree of Books. And sorry you guys, this is kind of coming up like really last minute. If I'm not giving a synopsis for these, either I don't know like the full synopsis, or for most of these I really don't know the full synopsis, because I've been trying to do this thing where I go into the books I'm reading mostly blind, because I don't want to know too much going into it, because sometimes, you know, it just gives away too much of the storyline, and I don't want to do that. I would like to be surprised by what I'm reading, so that's really why I don't know too much about the majority, if not all of these books that are on my TBR. The next book is Wild Beauty by Anna Marie McLemore, and I received this one in my October Outcrate box. I have decided that I want to make an effort to read the book that I got in a book box within the next month. And the next book is Before She Ignites by Jody Meadows. And same situation with this. I actually made this decision about reading the Outcry books back in September, but I never did get around to this one last month because I had a lot of books that I requested for review. By the time I got through all of those, I really didn't have a lot of time to read, and I didn't want to feel like I was rushing through this, so this one ended up getting pushed back. I do plan on buddy reading this one with Bethany from Beautifully Bookish Bethany, I believe is her channel name. I will make sure to link her channel down in the description, so you guys should go check her out. But yes, we have plans to buddy read this one this month, so I will for sure be getting to this. Next one that I have on my TBR is Even the Darker Stars by Heather Fawcett. And I received this one actually in 2 book boxes in September. I received it in my Fairy Loot and in my Hoot Loot unboxing, which I have unboxings for both of those. This is the copy that came in the Fairy Loot. It has like exclusive foiling on it. Same thing for this. I wanted to read it back in October, and I didn't get around to it just because I had so many books that I had to read. Hopefully I can get to this along with a bunch of the other books that I have on my TBR for the month. And the last book that I have from a subscription box that I would like to get to in this month is Forest of a Thousand Lanterns by Julie C. Dow. I received this one in my October Fairy Loot box. If you guys haven't heard of it, this is a Evil Queen retelling set in East Asia. So that sounds really intriguing to me. I'm hoping I can get to this one. With all these fantasy books, I'm not really sure how many of them I will actually be able to get to. Okay, so I'm stumbling all over my words, and you guys aren't going to see it obviously because I'm going to cut all of that out. But this is taking way longer than I thought it was. Anyway, let's just keep moving along. And the next book that I have on my TBR is These Vicious Masks by Taryn Shankner and Kelly Zekas. If you guys watched my last book haul, you would have seen that I actually got the sequel to this book from Book Outlet, which I have right here so I can show you guys. So here is the sequel right here. So I wanted to go ahead and try to pick up this one in this month. I have been having this one on my TBR on and off since almost the beginning of the year. So I want to get to this one. And the next book that I have on my TBR, which this is getting a little ridiculous, but hey, I usually read a good chunk of books in a month, so we'll see. But the next book that's on my TBR is Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban by J.K. Rowling. I mentioned in my wrap up, I finally got to Chamber of Secrets last month, and I almost picked this one up right after, but I did have some review books that I needed to get to. That's why this one got put off, or I probably would have been reading it now. But this one is on hold for now, at least until I get through my review books, and then I think this might be one of the books I pick up as soon as I'm done with my review books, depending on what else I might be reading at the time. And I do have 2 more books that are on my TBR. I'm not for sure if I will get to these this month, but I will show them to you guys just in case I am able to get to them. So the first one is The Alchemist of Loom by Elise Kova. I actually received a copy of this book from the author herself because she's basically trying to help get the word out about her book, because the last book in this trilogy is coming out next month. So she offered up 100 copies, I believe, of her book for review. And I signed up not thinking I was going to get it because I had put in that I wanted a hardcover book, and I didn't think I was going to get it, but I did. So she sent me a hardcover copy of her book, so I'm really excited. This has been a series that I have been wanting to read for a while, at least since the beginning of the year, because I believe the first book came out this year. I think the whole trilogy actually came out this whole year. So I'm really looking forward to this. And then the last one that's going to be a toss-up that's actually on this TBR for the month is Food Wars Volume 20 by Yudo Sakuda, and I finally picked up the next volume. I believe Volume 21 is coming out in December, so it's been a minute since I read Volume 19 as soon as it came out. I got it because I had pre-ordered it, and I finally picked up this one because it was on sale. So I finally picked it up, and I'm looking forward to seeing what happens in this volume, because the last one kind of left off on the cliffhanger like most of them do. So looking forward to seeing how that goes, and we'll see if I get to this one this month. I'll probably end up reading it a day where I need a break in between something else I'm reading. So most likely I will get to this one, but we will see. So these are all the books that I have on my TBR for the month, minus the couple of ebooks that I still want to get to. Also, at the moment, I do plan on taking part in round 5 of Tome Topple. So that is a readathon where you read 5 books with 500 pages or more. If I do end up participating for sure when that comes up, then I will make a separate TBR for that one. But I'm not completely sure, because after looking at my TBR, I do definitely want to get to all of these books. But yeah, those are all the books that I plan or would like to read this month. Let me know what you guys plan on reading throughout November, and if you have already finished some stuff, let me know what you have finished so far in the comments. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys again in the next one. Bye.